Tools in the graphics window. We are working with the demo version of VideoCAD 8 Lite. Horizontal and vertical projections. As you saw in the previous lessons, you can work in the graphics window with horizontal and vertical projections. Cameras are present in two projections simultaneously. You can edit the position of the camera in the vertical projection. Or in the horizontal projection. Constructions and 3D models constructed in different projections are not connected. If you want to place a 3D model in two projections, place two 3D models. In the 3D video window, only objects from the horizontal projection are displayed. Objects from the vertical projection are not displayed in the 3D video window. The main work is carried out in the horizontal projection. Vertical projection is used less often. You can control visibility of projections using the Hide Horizontal Projection and Hide Vertical Projection buttons. To move the horizontal projection relative to the vertical projection, hold down Control while the mouse is moving with the wheel pressed. Further, we will work with the horizontal projection, so we hide the vertical projection by clicking on the Hide Vertical Projection button. Grid. Grid step can be selected in this box. If the step is too small, the grid is not displayed. With this button, you can enable automatic grid step selection depending on the scale. This button turns on and off the visibility of the grid. Origin. The cursor coordinates in the lower left corner of the window are displayed relative to the origin. The grid is also connected to the origin. The origin can be at the active camera lens or at a specially specified point. Switching the origin type is done using the menu item Origin. By selecting the Set Origin item, you can set the origin on the layout by mouse click. We return the origin to the active camera. Snaps. Snaps are used for convenience and accuracy of drawing. As a result of work of the snaps, the mouse cursor sticks to certain points, lines, or directions. You can enable or disable snaps in the Global Snap menu. From the pop-up menu, you can set the permanently displayed Snap panel with which it is convenient to quickly switch snaps during drawing. Let's consider types of the snaps. We draw a rectangle to demonstrate the snaps. Turn off all the snaps. There are no snaps. The cursor moves freely. We turn on the snap points. The cursor sticks to the base points of objects. Lines. The cursor sticks to the lines of objects. An angular snap is used to draw lines, angles, cables, and also when moving and rotating. In this case, the subsequent points of the construction are aligned from the previous points horizontally and vertically. With the angular snap disabled, the direction of the line segment is not fixed. Extension. The cursor sticks to the virtual horizontal and vertical lines passing through the base points of objects. Snap extension is disabled in the Select Edit mode. To grid. The cursor sticks to the grid nodes. You can enable snaps in different combinations. In the Options box, you can change the sensitivity of the snaps. Removing unnecessary objects. We worked with VideoCAD 8 Lite Demo. In the professional version, cameras and other objects can be distributed by layers. Layer control is performed using the Layers panel, which can be called up using the Layers button. Or from the main menu, Drawing, Layers. Each of the 10 layouts can have unlimited number of layers. Initially, one layer is created. To create a new layer, click the Add button. To delete an empty layer, select the line with the layer in the table and click Delete. Layers have useful parameters. Using the parameters, you can control the activity of the layer. Control availability of the layer for editing. We cannot select objects on the layer if the layer is not enabled. We enable the layer and select objects on the layer. We can control the visibility of the layer. Show the layer in gray on the background. You can turn off snaps on the layer. Zoom in by frame. When snap on the layer is enabled, the cursor sticks to the rectangle. When snap is disabled on the layer, it does not work. You can disable considering objects on the layer as obstacles while calculating shadows. You can control layer visibility in 3D. You can set the base height of the layer. Heights of cameras and objects on the layer will be set relative to the base height. Set one color for all objects on the layer. White color means no color. You can read more about the parameters of layers in the Help system. To move selected objects and cameras between layers, use the Move to Active Layer menu item. The destination layer must be active. Now the second layer is active, but all objects are on the first layer. Now objects are transferred to the second layer. We make the first layer hidden, but objects do not disappear since they have been transferred to the second layer. The lesson is over. Thank you for your attention.